Hello everyone, my name is Anonymous Scalper. I'm a beginner day trader scalper. Mostly I trade Tesla stock options. I will tell you later why, but as for now, I really want to stick with options and just a very few names. Most of the time I'm trading Tesla stock options. Sometimes I trade SPY options. Sometimes I trade Q's options. But yeah, I'm a beginner trader. I'm a regular guy. I have a part-time job. I'm working as a driver, nothing special. I've been in trading for 3 years now. 2 years of those 3 years, I was trying to make it in Forex. Unfortunately, I didn't have any success. Even though now I'm still following pages and guys who are really killing it. For me, it just didn't work. I don't know, maybe it wasn't my style or anything. I don't blame Forex, but from that moment, I kind of started to play with stocks, with stock options. And for me personally, it looked a little bit more clear. It looked a little bit more in control of the trader because of the things like, of course, level 2, the time and sales. Not only you see the graph, how candles are forming, but you're seeing the reason, in the time and sales, buyers and sellers, and the order book. So yeah, that's a short story about me. Like I said, my style of trading is scalping. I chose scalping not randomly. It actually took me those 3 years to just find myself in trading, to acknowledge what I like, what I don't like, what works for me, what doesn't work. And I think this is the most important thing for every trader, is not to just blindly follow a guy on YouTube or a book or anything that says trade like this and like that, but to actually listen to yourself and to find what you like the most. So as I said, it took me 3 years to realize that I'm a scalper in my heart. I really don't care about companies' fundamentals like big numbers, revenues and all that stuff. I just like the pure price action. I just like to react and adapt to price action. I like to see the volume. I like to see what time and sales is showing. I like to see what level 2 is showing. And of course, the option chain, but I'll get to that later in my other videos. But basically, because for me, trading is all about reaction and adapting, and it's like a game. I don't know if you people know a game, Counter-Strike, where it's a very fast shooter where you have to react very quick. So if you react and adapt really quick, you're going to be a good player. So it's the same here, except that you can make a living out of it if you get better and better. Yeah, so the main idea of the channel is to upload my daily trade recaps with a really detailed explanation of why I took this trade, why, or maybe why I didn't take this trade, what could have done better, and so on. And I really want to be transparent, so I will definitely show you the losses, because I want people to see, especially the beginners, that it doesn't matter how good of a trader you are still going to make those mistakes. Sometimes your discipline will break, sometimes your emotions will break, sometimes you will still take those revenge trades, and so on. So I really want to be 100% transparent and to inspire others so that they wouldn't feel alone, making those losses, making those mistakes, and so that we could actually motivate each other and grow together. And also, I think in the long term, let's say 3, 4, or even 5 years from now, people will be able to see my whole journey from the beginner level that I am in right now to hopefully really high level trading where my win rate is high, my profits are high, and all that good stuff. So yeah, as I said, I will do trade recaps, which means I will be kind of educating people on my style, on my personal style of trading. and I will try to be as active as possible in the comments. I will be also trying to answer questions on my Instagram. These will be the first. These will be just the two social platforms that I will be using, at least at the beginning, because things like Twitter and so on are not very popular in my country. And yes, and to make things interesting, I will say that my biggest goal long term when it comes to trading is not only consistency, but I want to reach a level where making $1,000 a day or losing $500 a day is a normal thing for me. So that's my biggest long-term goal. And well, if you'll stick to this channel, hopefully, I don't know after how many years I'll reach it, and you will be able to see my journey from making 20, 30, 50 bucks a day to making $1,000 a day. So I'm very, very excited for this channel. I know this is going to be a long journey. I know that YouTube is very hard with all the editing and all that. Maybe I'll do some live trading in the future, because I know that it's the most transparent thing that is possible probably in this world, to show your trades live, and not to talk about the past and so on. So just to give you a quick glimpse of how everything is gonna go, I want to explain my layout really quick. So these two charts here are basically for the same stock that I'm trading. And as I said, most of the time I'm trading Tesla. And my main chart is Tesla 2-minute candles. 2-minute candles is because 1-minute candles are just too quick for me and they're making too much noise. For example, if they're reaching some sort of a critical level that I'm hoping it will break, sometimes it ranges a lot with 1-minute candles, but with 2-minute candles there is less noise. For example, if I'm hoping that Tesla will break this level here, not here, here, and on 1-minute candles the range might be really long, but for 2-minute candles it might be just one red candle, a small pullback, and then you see this 2-minute red candle, it actually broke it, and it was just 3 candles, so it's much more clear for me to trade. And this 5-minute candles chart for the same stock, here Tesla is 2 minutes and here Tesla is 5 minutes, is just to zoom out a little bit and to see the levels more clear, because on the 2-minute chart I like to zoom in a little closer to see it a little bit better. And here I want to see how Tesla is doing in general on the day, how it's doing with the critical levels and so on. And here on my right, I have basically the USA stock market in general. So here I have the SPY, which is like the 500 best USA companies. So it's basically the whole, you can call it like the main USA market, to just kind of follow it and to know what mood it has for that day. So I also use 2-minute candles because a lot of the times, like the biggest names correlate very strongly with the market. And here I have the Qs, which is the NASDAQ 100 technology companies, because since I'm trading Tesla is both in SPY and the Qs. So it's correlating a lot with SPY and the Qs. So I really want to take a close look for these two before I take any decision here. For example, if I want Tesla to break this level to the downside, I feel much more comfortable seeing that on the 2-minute candles, both SPY and the Qs, they're also going down. And knowing that Tesla has a lot, like a high correlation with these two, I'm much more confident. So it's just a small glimpse of these 4 graphs and how I do it. Here, this small box is my order block. This is basically where I just trigger my trades. I buy and I sell, and I only use market orders, but you'll see that in the trade recap videos that I will upload in the future. Here I have my level 2. Besides of it, I have the time and sales. Below I have the options chain, because I'm actually scalping options, not the stock itself. But it will make more sense in the next videos where I will upload the trade recap. This is simply my orders. So so these are my orders, and I instantly see whether my trade, was filled, the order was filled, or was it not filled, and so on. And here I have the watch list for the stocks, and here I have the same watch list for the options chain. Yeah, so this is basically my layout. This is how I trade, and this is the main layout. So the next tab that I have is called levels. Of course, that one is called trading. That one is called levels. So here I have two charts for the same stock. So here I have the daily candles on this chart, and here I have the 30-minute candles for the same stock as well. So a lot of the times I like to see the general idea of where the daily chart is going. And here for the 30-minute candles, I mark the pre-market high and low and the previous day high and low. But you will see more of that in my trade recaps. I will explain much more about it, but just to give you the general idea, this is where I prepare for the pre-market before the open. I have the daily candles and I have the 30-minute candles for the stocks or stock options that I'm going to trade. Here I have the charts. So these don't look nice now because it's a pre-market. But here I have 4 charts for like my main 4 stocks that I'm watching. And if I see any of these forming something nice, I can just quickly go here and let's say turn on NVIDIA. Where's my NVIDIA? NVIDIA. And here I have NVIDIA's information. I mean the chart, 2-minute chart, the level 2, and the time and sales. And here when I press NVIDIA, the option chain for NVIDIA loads. So yeah, these are the charts, and the last but not least, I have my portfolio information. So this is where I go every day when I'm finished trading. So the profit or the loss comes here, and here I am able to see all the trades that I took, the commissions that I paid, and the realized profit or the loss. So like I mentioned 2 times already, everything will be much more clear when I will upload the trade recap. So yeah, the layout is this. And like I mentioned, this YouTube channel is created for educational and inspirational purposes. So if you have any questions, you can always ask them in the comments or in my Instagram. And my Instagram will always be in the description and so on. So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you in the first trade recap.